Saturday night, y'all. Welcome to Bead and Chat. It's your girl, Shy Roseland. And as always, please, if you are so inclined, like, subscribe, share this with your friends. If you are watching on the replay, comments are always welcome. Um, so, you all know what to do. And if you are interested in purchasing any of my products, go here on suchdesigns.net. The projects that I create on Bead and Chat will be available in the shop. Most of them already are. So if you are interested in purchasing, go ahead and take a look at the website. Um, you can follow me on Instagram, Shy Roseland NDB, or if you wish to follow my art page, it's Tons Edge Designs on Instagram. I am also on Facebook, and I do have a Cash App that is scrolling in the ticker, but you do not have to make a donation. I actually prefer that you guys make a purchase through the shop. That actually helps me um, clear out some of this inventory. So anyway, it is Saturday, October 8th. Welcome again to Beat Chat. Yeah, my workstation is turning into a mess. I will clear it up at some point. Um, and tonight, oh my God, y'all, I had a rough week. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you guys saw my live the other day under Pond's Edge Designs. I had major issues with my heating system, and one company that I had hired messed up. They installed a part that was the wrong size, and I ended up with a major leak of fuel oil in my basement. Sorry, I'm taking sips of water. My throat's dry. Anyway, so I ended up calling an emergency service to come out, and luckily they were able to take care of the problem. So, there's one company I'm never going to use again, another company that I am keeping in my Rolodex, um, because they did what they were supposed to do. And yeah, so it's been a rough week. It took me nearly 3 days to recover. I was bailing fuel oil from 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday until almost 10:30 at night on Monday. My legs and my lower back still hurt. And my knees were not happy with me for a couple of days. So um yeah, and my parents' dementia is changing, getting a little bit worse. So I am also on the journey of finding a proper aide to come to our home at least a couple days a week. So that's another journey that I have embarked on. Just adjust this real quick. Sorry, folks, I'm raising the camera. Woo. Um. So yeah, bless this mess. Also, my next YouTube street guide is coming up. It's going to be called The Educators. I talked about it a little bit last night on Friday Night Funny News. So if you missed that, go look it up, take a peek, watch it on a replay. And hopefully that will be ready for next Friday. So instead, well, if it's ready, um, the YouTube Street Guide will air on Friday. If it's not ready, of course, it will be Friday Funny News. Uh, so, um, and I've named it The Educators because I'm going to be featuring people who talk about business. Um, I have someone that does cooking classes, um, online, um, that I want to talk about them. And there are a couple of other people that I do want to mention. So they are called the Educators. So that will be the next guide um, coming up hopefully this week. Um, but tonight we're gonna do something fun, something simple. We're gonna be showing off a little bling tonight. I might finish this project tonight. I might not, but when it is done, when it is done, it will be in the shop, and you will see pictures of the finished product on Instagram and Facebook. So tonight, I'm going to do something that's one of my more popular products. I have two products that are fairly popular. I have beaded pens. I call them the fashionista pens, and I have makeup brushes. The brushes are synthetic brushes. They're not animal. There's no animal hair, so they are PETA approved. Okay. And they're not difficult to put together. It's all about the color. It's all about what you're feeling and how you're feeling. So I mean, they're not difficult to make. I'm just gonna take off the top. I can take off the top or the bottom, but usually just take off the top. I'm gonna see if this fits. And usually I usually put a spacer as a base. Sometimes the spacers fit. Sometimes I have to play around with it a little bit to get it to fit. Okay, so might take it. If it doesn't, I have a trick. Okay, so there's a trick to these. You just have to be gentle with them. I have a widen it a little bit. I don't necessarily recommend this, but I'm just trying to widen the hole a little bit. Let's see if I can get. I mean, there's a proper tool to widen the holes. I forgot what it's called. I know I don't have one. So I'm going to see if this works. Not so. This week, this week's topics. I don't have too much to say because I've been recovering from the misadventure from the other day, so I haven't really just dropped something. I plan on dropping. Um, up. Um, well, there's nothing more about Bishop Whitehead this week. It's been pretty quiet. He hasn't said too much. He had a press conference the other day, um, and it's out there if you guys want to watch it. It's all over YouTube. Um, everybody's talking about it, so y'all can go check that out. Uh, these spaces are way too narrow. What the heck? Um, okay. This was plan A, but not widening up for me. So, we're gonna try plan B. I can usually get those spaces to widen up just enough to slide over the top, but for some reason, they just don't want to move. Yeah, so the Bishop Whitehead stuff is kind of quiet right now, until I guess until a trial starts or they have to go back to court for something. I guess we'll hear more information. Of course, the bishop is now claiming he was he was innocent all along. and but the suspects have not spoken yet, so it still remains to be seen. But who knows? On the off chance the man was truly telling the truth. Um, he did admit to losing a lot of members um, of his church. So don't know if he's going to go back to in-person services or if he's going to stick to doing sermons on Instagram. For now, that also remains to be seen, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Let's see, the Kim Burrell stuff. People are still kind of talking about her a little bit, but not much. Larry Reed, as another YouTuber calls him, he did say something about it last week. He was talking about it. Um, didn't really see anything. Oh, she was on Tamara Hall's show. There we go. Got it to work. This is gonna be the base, and then the other beats are gonna go on top. I think what I'm gonna do is do one more bass while I'm on the roll. And oh, if you have a favorite color or a color that you are interested in seeing me do a project in, um, this yellow bracelet here was a request. Someone requested that I work with in yellow, so yellow and green, and yes, it is available in the shop. If you are interested in purchasing anything, please visit FonsEdgeDesigns.net. The projects that I work on are in the shop. I just posted some stuff um, the other day, so take a look. See, um, yeah, she was on Tamara Hall's show the other day, and she said she well, first of all, Kim Burrell needs a new pair of glasses. Those frames are way too big for her face, and they make her look older than she is. She's younger than me, y'all. I didn't know she was younger than me, and those glasses make her look older. So she needs a new pair of glasses. Somebody needs to take her to lens crafters or something. And yay, got it on. Perfect. One, one more base. And then I want to show you guys the bling. And I may not show the finished product. I may wait till after and then show you guys the finished product. But the so yeah, she was on Tamara Tamron Hall's show. And Tamara asked her about um so she Kim Burrell was asked about the the infamous Christian comedy set she tried to do, and she went off on a tangent and started talking about Yolanda Adams, and T- Tamron Tamron Hall had to stop her and say, "Wait, um, Yolanda Adams is a friend of mine too, and I really don't want to talk about what happened backstage because that's really between you and her." Stopped Kim Burrell in her tracks and said, we're not going to talk about that. So, um, so yeah, that was another embarrassing moment. Um, so perfect. So we got these three. So these are my base beads. and then I'll put some bling and some color in it. I usually start with solid color. Now remember, I think my first bead chat I talked about using um, medicine bottles to hold beads because the childproof lock, no spills, no mess. So I'm gonna pop some of these out, and we're gonna use some solid color for the bottom. Um, okay, folks, I think we're gonna stick with the blue. Uh, these, and I'm just picking out. I hate when these things fall off. Let's see what else. What else is going on this week? Oh, yeah, Kanye. Kanye don't put his foot in his mouth again. Well, yeah, he did. He put his foot in his mouth. Shoot, I hate when these things go to the floor. Second, folks. So yeah, he and Candace, the lovely Candace Owens, went to somebody's uh, fashion show wearing White Lives Matter T-shirts. Now, Candace and Kanye, their tickets to the barbecue were revoked ages ago. And here's the bling, folks. We're gonna take some bling. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. Maybe I'll use this one first. So that's interesting. Um, so red. Maybe I'll stick with all red. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. These red. Yeah, the beauty of these, you can pretty much do whatever color scheme you're in the mood for. And what I'm going to do, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with what I have enough. If I have enough gold. Uh oh. No, no, I bought these in bulk. Ooh. Oh, thanks. Oh boy. May not have enough gold. Oh, sugar. It's a nice combination too. Uh, so yeah, they went to somebody's fashion show with White Lives Matter shirts. Oh, did I have enough gold? God damn it. Um, I can't really spread them out like I want to. Um, I'll figure it out. See some gold at the bottom of the bottle. Um, so of course, like I said, their barbecue privileges were revoked years ago, and shoot. All right, so we'll see how far we get tonight. I may have to do a little more digging. Um, I like to keep them, once I start with a color theme, I like to keep it. I don't want to use different colors for the kit, obviously. So hopefully I have some more gold. But in the meantime, let's at least get one of maybe I can get two of them in. Um, so yeah, and so everyone's talking about that. Um, yeah, Kanye's a mess. He's been a mess. If anybody has seen the TMZ thing where Van, I think his name is Van, Van pretty much read him for filth, and rightly so. I'm gonna put a. I have these silver charms that I bought. Are oh yeah, they're for something. Okay. So let us maybe I maybe I can fix it. All right. So we'll just do one, and then I'll finish these once I'm off the air because I have to search for it. So I'm gonna hang something on this. So far we have golden red, some bling. Um, this actually is a charm holder. So usually you put this on a bracelet or you put it on a necklace and then you hang a charm off the end. So I'm going to find something, or maybe if I don't have enough, I'll whip up something and put some beads on the end. But this is what we have so far. I'm going to put the gold on there, and I have another red. I have another red. Yep, red, and hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of these to look like this. And then I normally, let's see if I can fit another. I like to finish off the top before I put uh, the topper on here. I like to finish it off. Finish it off. Yeah, I have to go search for my gold beads, so I probably will not be able to finish this today. That's okay. Um, so yeah, so Kanye and Candace confirmed by wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirts or sweatshirts that, they, their invites to the barbecue are permanently revoked. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. Um, I mean, it's one thing to be conservative, but it's another thing to be conservative and stupid. And they are definitely conservative and stupid. Um, but everybody's talking about that as well. And I keep forgetting to put my hands under the camera, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, I promise I'm gonna keep reminding myself to put put my hands under the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Um, oh, come on. Jeez. Um, let's see what else is going on. Oh, right said Fred. Remember that group? Too sexy for my. Yeah, they criticized Beyonce the other day and said that she didn't pay them or didn't ask permission to use to sample their one hit in her one of her latest songs. and she actually came back with the receipts. Y'all need to go to Kempire. His name is Kempire. He's like a gossip guy here on YouTube, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. You need to go to his channel too and check out the story. I thought it was interesting. Right said Fred. I mean, my goodness, here we go. Oh, oh, perfect. So here's finished, almost finished. I have to adjust it. Sometimes, the beads, they're large hole beads, so they do move around. So I do try to adjust it before I completely seal it off to make sure everything is nice and straight. Right now they're moving around, so I have to tighten it enough so that they stop moving. Um, but this is basically what it's going to look like. And I'm going to put the top on it for now, just so they stay on. But I am going to cement these. What I usually do, I do cement the top so it doesn't move. And this is what basically this is what it's going to look like. And let me see, I think I can do one more. So I have my base, main one now. Red. They're already moving because they're large. They're not tight. Um, red. I do obviously I buy my beads in bulk. Sometimes they come as a mixed color. Sometimes I can get them individual colors. Uh, um, yeah, sometimes they come mixed. Sometimes I can get like individual colors. I'm gonna use a different, change it up just a touch. I'm gonna use a different charm holder on this one. It's a little different. I think that's what's gonna make them different. Since all the other beads are pretty much gonna be the same color, I'm gonna use a different charm holder. I know it's kind of hard to see the detail, but when I take the still pictures, you'll be able to see the detail. Um, I think that's what I'm gonna do to make them stand out. And gold. Was gold? Or was it red? No, it was gold. Okay. Um, red. Red. Nope. Yeah, I gotta go digging in my stash. I think I have enough red for everybody too. Red, and finally, so let's see what else. We talked about the morale. The bishop stuff is quiet for now. Oh, I think I might have mentioned this last time, but be on the lookout. There is a lawsuit against Jay. His name is Jay Morrison, and I'm going to say his name because he's pretty much everyone's talking about it, and it's public enough. I'm just going to say his name. Of course, as always, I don't reference any clips or anything like that. I don't do reaction videos, but I encourage you to visit Pocket Watching with JT. I encourage you to visit him. He's going to be include his channel is going to be included in the upcoming Street Guide to Educators. He is a certified financial planner. He also does taxes, and he's been doing it for quite some time. And he has been talking about Jay Morrison uh, forever. Jay Morrison is a self-proclaimed real estate guru, and at the moment, he's been debunked by at least 2 or 3 different people have debunked what some of his claims. I suggest you go to Pocket Watching with JT and uh, check out his most recent video about Jay Morrison. He is being sued by a former employee for using, uh, they had copyrighted material. Uh, I guess it was like a credit repair thing that this employee was doing. The person left, and apparently, allegedly, Jay Morrison, according to the lawsuit, Jay Morrison continued to use the employee's stuff even after he was told that he no longer had permission to. So, whole lot of interesting stuff. So I suggest you go there and check that out. Um, and also the Dana Chanel lawsuit. I've been checking the Pennsylvania Attorney General website regularly, and there's been no update on that case. I know they went after her back in November of 2021 regarding her credit repair company and Alakazam apps, but there's been no update listed. So I'm still checking, but I mean, it can't. I don't know why it's taking so long. I mean, either they, I'm sure they have enough evidence. Um, so not sure what the holdup is, but that's another person who has allegedly been scamming people forever, and I can't wait to see how that lawsuit turns out. What else did we talk about this week? Oh yes. Um, hmm. How can I describe this without saying anything? There is a channel that it's like one of those manosphere channels, but this channel has different shows on different days of the week. Um, and one of their most popular shows, and I'm not going to say what day it comes on. I don't want to. I don't want to say too much because I don't want anyone to really come after me too much. But one of their, there's the other brush. I'm not going to be able to finish this project tonight because I have to search for more gold. I have to make sure I have enough gold and red. But this is pretty much how they're going to look when they're finished. Um, yeah, so this particular channel has a bunch of shows that come on different days of the week. They have different panelists, or some panelists go from one show to the other. Some panelists pretty much stick to um, one particular show. So this particular show, and I'm gonna put these two together. Um, some of the panelists, I mean, it's supposed to be a discussion, right? The person that runs the channel has said in the past that they have people with different opinions because they don't want an echo chamber. I mean, it's a manosphere channel. I mean, it really is. And there's one co-host that tends to mm, be extra passionate and has cursed at other people that don't agree with them. So apparently, and I did watch the show in question, but the one show things kind of came to a head, and it was pretty bad. So the next day, the person that runs the channel also has their own show. And they went on the next day and went on a rant for nearly an hour. They basically fired the two people that they had an issue with on air. And um it was an interesting thing to see. Um I'm trying to think how can I give details? They accused the two people in question of being disloyal, and um that they had covered for them. They gave them support, and they the person complained that the one they this channel has they do live appearances every couple of months or so. They do live appearances in certain cities where fans or people who watch can actually see them in person. And one he they accused one person of being late constantly. They accused the other person of refusing to even come to and participate in a live uh, in-person broadcast. And basically, this person went on a tear. It was a thing to see. So, like I said, I'm not gonna name the channel. I'm not gonna name the person because the person has a reputation for um, bullying folks, and they have a reputation of um, going after people, that try to use their use their clips and stuff like that. They claim that they don't, but in actuality, they do because I know someone who did some reaction videos, and um, they went after them. So, um, yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting watch. I will at some point name the channel. Um, I have a street guide planned, not right away, a little further down the road. I have my YouTube street guides planned in a certain way, and I am going to talk about some of these manosphere channels, but I'm kind of saving them for the last because um, one channel, the person is actually suing a bunch of other YouTube create uh, content creators, um, trying to get money out of them and trying to getting access to people's bank accounts and whatnot, um, just to try and shut channels down that don't agree with them. And then now we have this other channel that I just talked about. So they're going to be saved for last because I want to figure out how to name the channels, but obviously I can't use any clips because then they'll come after me. So I have to figure it out. Um, but yeah, that'll be a little further down the road because, and the reason I I, I am going to talk about them because a lot of what they say is very, it's just it. Some of it's just plain cruel and mean and a mean spirit, and I just don't like. I don't like when people do stuff like that. So, but that's a little further down the road. The next one coming up is going to be the educators. I hope you guys can join me for that. And I thank you all for joining me tonight for Bead and Chat. I know it wasn't a long beating session, but I gotta go find me some more beads. Oh, and if anyone is going to the bead show this coming weekend, I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week coming. If anyone's going, I do plan to go, and I will do. I'm going. Yeah, I'm going Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going next Saturday. So, next Bead and Chat will probably be my bead haul. What I picked up at the show. So I'm gonna show that to everybody. That'll be next Saturday's Bead and Chat. But if anyone's going to the New York Bead Show, it is at Iron 23, which is 23rd Street and Fifth Avenue. It's Thursday night from 5 to 8, and then Friday and Saturday from 10 to 6. It's not Sunday. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. You can go to um, the whole bead show, and I'll put her website in the either in the description or as a pinned comment. I'll put her website in there. You can check it out, see what's what. I know it's a $10 admission fee, and yeah. So if anyone's going, let me know. If you see this in the replay, um, uh, hit me up and let me know. And I think that's it for tonight, folks. I'm going to go to bed and finish trying to recover. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend, and I will see you guys next week, Friday and Saturday. So, hope everyone has a good night, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. Remember to like, subscribe, and comments are also welcome. Take care, everybody.